Hello, everybody. Welcome to Cryptids and Critters Paranormal. I'm your host, the Deuster. Not only am I a paranormal investigator, I also love my history. I do a lot of historical research in my home county of Robertson County, Tennessee. In fact, this story I'm going to relate to you today occurred in Robertson County. In fact, it happened just across the field from me in 1920. This story is also featured in my book, Trials and Tribulations. It's available on Amazon. You can also get a copy from me if you want a signed copy. Shoot me an email, ghosthunter911@gmail.com. That's ghosthunter911@gmail.com, and I'll make sure you get a signed copy delivered to your mailbox. They're also available at Moss's Restaurant in Adams, Tennessee, and also in Springfield, Tennessee at the Robertson County Archives. What I'm going to tell you about today was the murder of Ray and Earl Herndon. It's anybody's guess as to what the argument was all about. Rumors circulating through the Youngville community suggest it may have been over a woman. After all, Thomas Dewar was single and had quite a reputation in the community as being a ladies' man. At 35 years of age, he made his living as a carpenter, and as a result was well-tanned and had a muscular build. The local gossip had it that Dewar was trying to make a move on Mary Herndon, who was the wife of Ray Herndon. Again, this was pure gossip and hearsay, and I can neither prove nor disprove that rumor. Another rumor suggests the argument was over a room addition that Ray Herndon had hired Dewar to build onto his house. Herndon was not happy with the results and ended up firing Dewar. Bad blood developed between them after that. But whatever the reason, on Tuesday, July 13th, 1920, a serious altercation broke out between Dewar and Ray Herndon at the Henry Beasley residence on Youngville Road, where Dewar paid room and board. Dewar had been working on a house just across the field and had walked across the field around noon for lunch. Herndon was waiting in the yard. Serious threats were made by both parties, and a fist fight quickly ensued. Herndon was 10 years younger, but was no match for Dewar. After several rounds of hard blows, Herndon fell to the ground unconscious. Dewar went in to eat, and when he came out, Herndon was gone. Knowing it was not over by a long shot, he went back into the house and put his pistol in his pocket. Dewar then walked across the field and went back to work, keeping a close watch over his shoulder the entire time. In the meantime, Ray was telling his younger brother Earl about the fight and vowing revenge. Earl agreed to help. Shortly before dark, the Herndon boys came walking down the lane, but Dewar saw them long before they arrived. He was waiting in the yard when they walked up to the fence. Ray reached down and picked up a handful of rocks. Earl did likewise, and they began pelting Dewar with the stones. Dewar told him to leave, and there would be no trouble, but they continued to no avail. Earl threatened to come over the fence, and Dewar told him, "If you came into the yard, I will kill you." Calling his bluff, Earl swung the gate open and rushed in, followed by Ray. Dewar pulled a pistol from his pocket and fired, hitting Earl in the head. He never knew what hit him. Ray never slowed down, and Dewar fired twice, hitting Ray first in the stomach, then in the heart. Ray fell dead beside Earl. The word of the shooting spread like wildfire, and soon Sheriff Allen Jett arrested Dewar at the Beasley residence without incident. He was transported to the Robertson County Jail to await trial. At the October 20th term of court, the Robertson County Grand Jury, after hearing testimony from Earl Herndon's wife, Lillian, and Ray's wife, Mary, handed down 2 indictments against Dewar for the double murder of brothers Earl and Ray Herndon. James B. Bowman was the prosecuting attorney general. On October 13th, Thomas Dewar appeared with his attorney and entered a plea of guilty in both counts, and the case was continued until the next term of court. On February 17th, 1921, Dewar appeared before the court, and he then changed his plea to not guilty. A jury was selected, and the trial got underway. On the third day, the jury was handed the case, and shortly afterwards returned with a verdict of not guilty in the murder of Earl Herndon. The trial of Ray Herndon was slated to begin in October 21, term of court. Dewar and his attorney asked the court for a continuance in the case and was granted until the next term of court. On February 16, 1922, this jury selection got underway and continued for 2 more days. The trial commenced on Saturday, and by Monday afternoon, the case was handed to the jury. After deliberation, the jury reported that they were unable to reach a verdict and were hopelessly deadlocked, and a mistrial was declared. The jury was dismissed. Another trial was set for the next term, followed by another continuance, and another, and yet another. Finally, on October 9th, 1923, the Attorney General stood before the court and announced he would no longer prosecute, and all charges against Dewar were dismissed. Ray and Earl and both of their wives are buried in a little family cemetery just right up the road from me. I go by there about every day, just about. I need to stop and make some more pictures of their tombstones, and do a little cleanup around the cemetery. But I hope you enjoyed this. Thank you for watching. And like I said, this is a Dooster of Cryptids and Critters Paranormal, and we will catch you next time. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed it.